Ric Flair facts, 5 of them that you don't remember, part 2. Now, I did a previous video on this and it was well received, and I hope y'all will enjoy it as well, because Ric Flair, one of the most iconic, legendary pro wrestlers in the history of the business, and he did a lot. And a lot of his success actually came in the 80s, so let's break it down. Ric Flair wrestled Andre the Giant in one of his last single matches, because Andre the Giant, one of the biggest names literally in the history of the wrestling business. And although Flair never crossed paths with Hulk Hogan in the 1980s in WWE, he did get to wrestle Andre the Giant. They wrestled in 1983, and this was really at a time where Andre was starting to go down, because they competed for the NWA World Heavyweight title. Now, Flair went over in that match thanks to a double count-out finish. Andre had a long career before WrestleMania 3. I should say this, I always remember Andre for WrestleMania 3, but he had such a bigger career before then. At number 4, it was main eventing WCW's first ever pay-per-view event, because while under the Jim Crockett Promotions banner, WCW held its first ever pay-per-view event, Starrcade True Grit, and the main event featured a NWA World Heavyweight title bout between Flair and Lex Luger, with Flair going over after he escaped Luger's finisher, the Torture Rack. Now, the pay-per-view event, it actually featured many big names like Sting, Dusty Rhodes, Road Warriors, etc., but that was the main event. A pretty noticeable one as well. At number 3, we had Flair help the Four Horsemen in 1985, because yes, Flair is known for his solo career. In 1985, he took it up to another level by aligning with Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson, and Tully Blanchard to form the famous Four Horsemen stable that would dominate WCW television for years. Arguably, it's the greatest faction of all time. And they were recognized for their contributions and legacy in the pro wrestling business in 2012 when they were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, although Barry Windham went over Ole Anderson in that induction. At number 2, it was Flair winning PWI's Wrestler of the Year 5 times in 1980s. Okay? The 80s was dominated by Flair in terms of in-ring work, while Hogan probably saw more of the headlines and more of that cash due to him being in a bigger promotion. But yeah, Flair got that award 5 times, which is a huge accomplishment. And then number 1, Flair almost left wrestling to be in a James Bond type movie role. Think about this. Flair, one of the greatest, most successful in-ring performers we've ever seen. He could have took his talents to Hollywood, because according to Flair, Orion Pictures offered him a James Bond type role that ended up being declined because he didn't enjoy the process of filming on set. He also didn't like the idea of having to drop his world title during a time when he was one of the hottest wrestlers on the planet, going across the country, even international, and drawing huge gates and, more importantly, huge money. Let me know whether or not you want to see more of this content on this channel. Let me know down in the comments area below, and I will see y'all in the next video.